something crazy going on right now, bro. Crazy. It's, bruh. Bruh. You know how y'all youngsters say, bruh. You got all these black folks coming up missing, bruh. It's a story out right now worse than Nolan Wells, dog. Worse than Nolan Wells. And that's a movie worthy story. Go on a boat with your friends and shit gets crazy. And then they just go to fucking like hunting you. Bruh, it remind me of, y'all ever seen that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio called The Beach? When they just start to lose their goddamn mind when they got to the beach. And then it remind me of another movie. I don't know if it's called Running Scared, but it's with Rock Hudson. I'm talking about Rock Hudson. Rock Hutton, I think he pronounced his name. Played in the TV show Rock. No, Charles S. Dutton. That's his name. I'm talking about Rock Hutton. Charles S. Dutton and Ice-T got a movie where Charles S. Dutton is working for a food bank, feeding the homeless. But he used that as a breeding ground to target the homeless so he can take them out and hunt the homeless with his homeboys. All white crew. And they just hunt these guys. This movie, this Nolan Wells story is worthy of a movie, but let me tell you what I'm here to talk about today. It ain't Nolan Wells. I got a short talking about that. R.I.P. Stephen Lawrence. R.I.P. another person I looked up who was the actual story I wanted to tell. But when I came across Stephen Lawrence, I felt compelled to tell that story because it's a big part of British history. Stephen Lawrence is their first Trayvon Martin to somewhat. Or he's really more comparable to their Medgar Evers, you feel me, in Britain. But they got a story that I was looking for, and it's been so hard to find these stories because they get scooped under the rug. But I found it last night. I just can't remember the kid's name, but I found it late into the night when I was just too tired and went to sleep, of this kid being lured into the woods by his friends, alleged friends that he thought was his friends, and then he got killed. And a female always be the one to set it up. Now, what we're going to speak on today is Gerard Jackson. That's a story that's not getting no play. And it's worse than Nolan Wells. And this is the scenario. Gerard Jackson goes to this festival, which I'm going to do this whole screen, the rest of the stream, after I get through talking about Gerard Jackson, going to be about this electric festival. Let me let you guys know something, dog. Like, white people included, but I got to start with the black folks first. If two things don't mix, one black guy and a whole bunch of white guys, that shit ain't gonna never mix. I'm here to tell you, growing up in the ghetto, in the city, a white guy and a bunch of black guys, he's safe. I promise you, on God, he's safe. One of them niggas, first of all, if you're a white guy, get like, RP white folks out of Memphis. I don't know how many of y'all follow social media, but RP white folk. White folk ain't did nothing but hang with hood niggas. Shooters. They all out of Memphis. He was safe as fuck. Name a nigga that can hang with nothing but shooters and not be in the Marines. And even then, friendly fire. But if you ain't in no, like, fucking Rangers, U.S. Rangers, some type shit, you not little buddy Nick, the sharpshooters. You, man, listen, you can't be out here. That's one thing that don't mix. One black guy and a bunch of white guys. Second thing don't mix is one black guy around a whole bunch of trees. Too many fucking ideas that you could get around all these trees. And then on top of that, you add drugs. I'm going to deliver this message at a comma rate. Because I listened to the last stream I did. It was dope, but I was screaming. Drugs. You enter drugs into the scenario. So these people are tweaking. It's like they got something like that in Miami. It's called Ultra Fest, where they be tweaking for days. They up for days, and they doing all kind of fucking hallucinating drugs or whatever the case to keep up, heroin or whatever. But one thing about it is, a person that does those drugs are used to the effects. It's not like they just trying it for the first time. So let me give you the scenario around this Gerard Jackson, and you tell me what you think of it. Gerard Jackson is a car owner, so he owns a car. I mean, he's somewhat responsible with money. His friends, his all white friends, drive with him. That means you can make the argument he's more responsible with money than them, because while one of them ain't driving, he didn't catch the ride. I'm building up that. I'm going to come back to that point. Ice Cream said hi. Go ahead, drop a like, Ice Cream, if you really F with me. So Gerard drives his friends to this festival. They out there partying at this festival. The friends say Gerard goes missing. This is the catch. Now, this is when we get to the kicker. They got Gerard's phone. You notice the case, the parallels between Nolan Wells and Gerard. This shit is, that compares the most. If I would have knew about the Gerard thing before I dropped that short, I would have based it around Gerard because the parallels is eerily similar. They got his friends has his phone. Like, I'm tired of this fucking nonsense. Like, y'all gonna have to change up y'all MO, y'all murder MO, if you gonna start keeping niggas' phones. So they got his phone. They say around the time of them saying that they didn't see him doesn't coincide with the time people was logging into his banking, his online banking information. Mind you, he's the driver. Although his white friends, it's plenty black guys. That's why I like, we get so caught up in what we see on Facebook and YouTube. We think like every black person is struggling. It's plenty black people doing. I ain't even talking about like white drug addicts. I'm talking about just like regular white people busting their ass 9 to 5, 40 hours, 50 hours, and they're not making as much as certain their counterpart blacks. That's how it's supposed to be. It's called fair. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be everybody from every demographic is supposed to be doing better, who work harder, who do better investments, who financially more inclined to know that this is where my money and finance is going and this is what I need to keep. If you're more financially literate, you're supposed to do better, not because of just your race set you up to do better like America was built off of. Mind you, I'm talking about America built off a structure where your race was just supposed to get you advanced. But now it's supposed to be built off of literal merit. That's the point. So they log into his financial information. He's been missing, allegedly. They sent out a text. This is where they get you to. This day in other MO. They say he looked like he was having a mental crisis. Oh, really? Oh, fucking really? He's having a myth. This motherfucker drove y'all. And how did y'all get this ride back into town? That's what I want to know. How y'all got a ride back? He was y'all ride there. Who having a mental crisis? Like a mental crisis. Let's just say you is having a mental crisis. Mental crisis, you can think your way through that shit. Meaning that suicide is a temporary feeling, believe it or not. I'm here to tell you. Let's talk mental health for 2 minutes. Let's do a 2-minute mental health check-in real quick. You talking to a guy. When I was 15, I took 42 pills. 42 pills. 21 double coat, 21 Risperdal. Had to get my stomach pumped. Had to motherfucking take this shit called charcoal. I was fucking Baker Rat, all type of shit. Temporary feeling. Bitch, I never tried it, never thought about it again. Never wanted to come close. I let bitch know all the time. I am not suicidal. There's nothing in the world worth killing myself about. There's stuff in the world worth killing people about. But me killing myself about? Hell no. But temporary feeling. I say that to say a suicidal motherfucker is not finna concoct a plan that takes a long fucking time because it's such a temporary feeling. It's like if you put a gun in a suicidal person's hand, it takes 2 seconds to squeeze a gun. It takes a long time to be fucking climbing trees. Let me orchestrate this rope and let me carefully tie this noose. And niggas don't even know how to make no kind of ties. Shit take a long fucking time. Nigga ain't sitting up there like this. Not the movies. Like I can even see if he was in the house somewhere and he had a chair and he go stand on the chair and jump off the chair. That would have been more believable. But you got this motherfucker surrounded by other white. Think about this shit now. You paint the picture. So many suspicious, not even suspicious, obvious things saying that he murdered. But let me tell you, black guys, the point of where I was originally starting. If you're hallucinating and tweaking on drugs, what you think the white guys around you doing? Hallucinating and tweaking on drugs. It could have just been alcohol beverages. The alcohol is going to bring out these inner, that's why they call it wine and spirits. All these spirits, drug behavior, whether it be weed, anything that inebriates you or takes out your regular cognizance, that shit is going to motherfucking lead to a spirit that's inside of you, that's dormant inside. So like your id, it's dormant, it's your subconscious. All the fucked up feelings and thoughts you got about people or life is gonna come to the surface. And you're taking a chance. Yeah, you came with your friends, your 5, 4 white friends, but there's thousands of white guys out here. And they all tweaking. And you looking like victim number one. And so these guys live in an alternate universe. I'm telling you, I've met these kind of guys, these emos, these alternative black guys that they just identify totally as a white man. And it's like, that's all fine and well if it helps you make it through your day. But when you make decisions so irrational that you will go into the middle of the forest, and I'm going to come back to the story because I want to tell us the history of this forest. In fact, I'll talk about the history of this forest right now. In this same time frame that this black man allegedly committed suicide, a baby was found dead. A newborn baby at the festival. White baby. Which led my mind. I went down that rabbit hole at that point. I said, I got it. Mind you, it's called Electric Festival. It's in Michigan. Look it up. I went down the fucking rabbit hole. I said, I gotta go down this rabbit hole. What the fuck is going on? It sounds like a seance. It sounds like a fucking sacrifice. It's Imagine you stumbling upon a Ku Klux Klan meeting. And I don't know if Dave Chappelle did a skit like that. I know he did the Brisbee talking at a fucking Klan meeting. But I always said that would be the most scariest shit for me, to be on a nature hike, which black folks don't do. But there is black folks that do it. I'm just saying in general we don't do it. But let's say the few that do nature trail hikes. And you're in the middle of a nature hike. And you're in the middle of the fucking woods of nowhere. And you stumble upon a damn Klan meeting in the middle of the woods. Are you gonna be naive enough to say, hey guys, I don't mean to disturb your meeting. Just wanted to find a way back. Bitch, they gonna be licking their chops. Come on down. Bitch, this shit like Madagascar, the actual cartoon with a little buddy. I don't know if you ever seen Madagascar. Little fella stumbled upon the wrong shit. And they bring you out to the woods and you don't even know you're the invited guest. No, I'm talking about like you're the main course. And you get out here. Because think about it. You're a part of an alternative crowd. Alternative just means something different. You're a part of a crowd that don't rock with the majority. The majority of white people don't go party and get high and drunk in the woods. They do it in their house or they do it at a club. But you're a part of a demographic of small white folks. And you feeling that there's this nuance in America where you just got this acceptance. Like, listen, America has come a long way. Let's talk about it. And I do a lot of beating down lately of my country. But make no mistakes. Anybody that, and I'm pretty sure ain't nobody in the chat following me forever, but bottom line, anybody that been following me know, bitch, I've been kissing and glazing my fucking country for as long as I've been living. And I recently started calling my shit out this year and last year. But before that, the history of me telling you about how far this country has came, I'm proud of it. Bitch, for better or worse, in a million lives, bring me back as the nigga that I am in America. And if I lived a million times, 100,000 of those times bring me back as a black Floridian. No matter what part of Florida, black Floridian. Nah, it does matter what part of Florida. Bring me back 100,000 times as a South Floridian. Maybe like 10,000 times as an Orlando type of nigga. Tampa type of nigga. Anyway, this the point. Lately, it's been this series of these black guys going out with their all-male counterparts and not coming back. I'm gonna give you some of my life experience, and I'm gonna get to these comments too. I want y'all not to feel to ignore it, because that y'all are important to this chat. But I just want to say something. For all you white guys who are for real that come across this chat, if you ever want to have like college fun, let's just say you like of college age or whatever, and you want to have like some fucking frat house fun, come to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Go to Los Olas Boulevard. I will make the argument as a non-white person. There's chance that Los Olas Boulevard is more inviting and more friendly, more conducive to your nature than South Beach is, and I'll tell you why. My favorite little joint to go to is the Irish pub. Oh my god. Them white people in that bitch drinking beer, getting drunk, which is rare to see people get drunk off beer. They getting drunk off beer and all type of shit. And they dancing freely. You know how white people dance. And it was the most funnest atmosphere because it was funny as shit. But across from Irish Pub, they got this other bar and a couple of more bars they used to have, and I don't know the names of those. But this is what I used to notice when I got in these crowds. First thing I noticed, let's talk about physical stature. I'm like, these crackers big as fuck. I'm talking about, like, mind you, I ain't talking about I can fight. Just talking about physical stature. The average white guy in these clubs is like 6'2". I kid you fucking not. And they like 200 pounds. I'm like, this new genetic shit is real. They bitch been stealing our plasma and blood and DNA. But the bottom line is, I'm a short nigga. But I will beat your ass for facts, nigga. But the reality of it is you got to know two things when you go to these white clubs. And I'm making a point. I'm going to bring it all home. I'm going to make it all relate. When you go to these white clubs, you got to know the bouncer. And my dog is a bouncer. I got a couple homeboys as bouncers. The bouncer back then was white. Or mostly white. Especially a white club, white bouncer. Even though they have some niggas doing... Now more niggas doing bouncing than anything. But the point is, white bouncer. Big ass, muscular, Brock Lesnar look at cracker. You get up in that shit. You know how niggas is about our shoes. We come in that bitch dead ass fresh. Bitch, I want to just put my back against the wall, look at you cracker dance. Hope some black hoes come in that bitch, be on my dick, see that I'm posted chilling, bopping my head. I might hit the middle of the dance. And once I hit the dance floor, I'm boogie machine, bitch. Okay, you step on my shoes, it is what it is. I'm in the middle of a crowd. But if I'm chilling in the cut, mind my business, don't step on my shoes. Jit. I'm trying to look fly right now. Man, these crackers, when they used to come through the crowd, kid you. Now I'm talking about fall out of the floor. It's not just me. I'm just giving you the mindset. Cracker Bogart. It got to the point where I realized I got to Bogart these crackers back. I can't worry about, because I used to worry about the bouncer kicking me out the club like I'm the troublemaker. But these crackers, clearly, I watched them say excuse me to each other. And then when they come to me, they Bogart. Like, bitch, get out my motherfucking way. Like, on some move, bitch, get out the way type shit. So, I've been set my mind up probably the third time I had and I got Bogarted. Mind you, when I say third time, I'm talking about third experience, not in the same night. I said, all right, bitch, I'm Bogarting back, bitch. So I'm Bogart, elbowing, crowd throwing bowls in that bitch like a motherfucker. Crowd, you got something to say? What's up? I beat you up. But they bigger than the bitch. These is not, it's funny because I'm like I'm looking like Muggsy Bowles in that bitch. Every cracker, I'm looking at their chest and up. These bitches is huge. I say, God damn, boy, God, you was a wild nigga, bro. You give me all this heart and give me this much of height, and you give these bitches all this height and this much of heart. So fucking, I say that to say they knew in their mindset they had the numbers. They knew they had the numbers. But one thing about a lion, bitch, a lion come and eat up he eat amongst a bunch of hyenas like, fuck, nigga, back off. I'm finna eat regardless. But that don't mean no hyenas can't fuck him up. That just means his heart is his heart. Now, let's get back to this Gerard Jackson case. This nigga got dreads. You feel me? He remind me of one of those. I know a black guy from back home. He a tattoo artist. Them tattoo artists. This nigga used to wear like them funny ass eyes. You know them eyes that glow in the dark. Them type of shits. He remind me of all these piercings and trombones in his ear. I call them trombones. Bottom line is gauges in his ear. He thought that he was on some Travis Scott shit. And that shit always amazed me with white people. Because I say, how the fuck does a Travis... How do these kind of niggas get all this fucking white... how do they garner all this attention from white America? Now, obviously, there's a machine behind them, a white machine, or a Jewish machine. Let's talk about it. If we're going to be transparent, let's talk about it in totality. Oh, don't leave now. Jews, come back. Hey, Jew. Hey, Jew boy, come back. I'm Jewish too. Y'all gonna do y'all brother like this? I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to come back on 2 viewers. If you really Jewish, you gonna enter the chat in 10, 9, and that's one came back. I need the second one to come back because I'm Jewish too. And you won't do your brother like this. God gonna hold this against you. 10, and if you don't believe me, that means you don't believe in God. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That one, okay. You believe in God. I ain't got nothing to say about that regard. So this is my point. White Jewish guys is what I want to say. And I'm not talking crap, I'm just telling the truth. And if you acknowledge me to be Jewish, then you know I can speak on my brothers. Right or wrong? Right. So, and I done lost that point because God took that point away from me because he didn't want me to speak on my brothers in that moment. So let me just carry on. The bottom line is very simple, what I'm making. These guys, when having the numbers, they felt extra tough to do things they normally wouldn't do. So when you asked about, hey, Ice Cream, have you liked my status? Or are you the one guy that, let me see if you're the one guy that liked my status. This is what I'm going to do to test to see if you're the one guy that liked my status. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do you a favor. Today is whatever day at 1 o'clock. You get to come back to my chat at 1 o'clock tomorrow. If I lose the light that I currently got, I know it wasn't you. I mean, I know it was you. If I don't, you just been here wasting your life and time. Now, these guys, white folks, when they have the numbers, and I'm going to tell you the difference in the species. We are both humans, right? We're humanoids, black and whites. And every color in between that want to try to identify. There's no in between in me. It's black and white. You can call Asian people yellow, but they white, small penis. Bitch, they might well be white. They got coarse hair. Bitch, let's call it white. And you could call Taiwanese Asian, but they dark skin like a motherfucker. Bitch, that's black. There's plenty of black folks that got coarse hair. My little brother got coarse hair. So, like, and we got the same mama. So, it is what it is. The bottom line is, it's black and white. But inside of this, there is a difference. We hate to acknowledge the differences. And this is what the main difference of what I'm only going to speak on one difference. When the white person is outnumbered by black folks, they're super safe. I can give you so many illustrations and examples of a white person being outnumbered by blacks and being extremely safe. There's other blacks that's in more danger in that scenario. I'm talking about like blacks are so stupid as far as in America. And I'm talking about, I love my black folks. Anybody know me. But I got to make a point. They used to have some shit. Where I'm from, they don't got gangs of colors. They got gangs of where you from, like what part of the community. Like I'm from Parkway. I'm a set. Like anybody ever seen me do this shit? That don't mean no blood. That's Parkway. That's a P and that's a W. That's PW Parkway. So, but my point is, they do shit by neighborhoods where I'm from. Motherfucking, you walk through the wrong neighborhood, niggas like, man, where you from? Mind you, they do this shit all over the country, black folks. But a white guy walk through the neighborhood, he go jogging and shit, carefree, like he just fucking at his house. Nigga ain't saying nothing. And I remember in my wild days, and I gotta be very careful how I got this. I won't even tell that story. Bottom line is, crackers safe. Safe. Niggas is not safe. But yet, black man put the shoe on the other foot. Black man go around some majority white crowd. You're not safe, bro. You're not safe. The minute one motherfucker it's like being amongst zombies. The minute one zombie spot your ass to not be one of them, all the zombies is on your ass. You can forget about it. And they going down with the white people are the greatest at playing fucking stupid. They be on some, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, bud? No, bud. Oh, you're just delusional. Oh, you uh, uh, you. They do so well at that shit, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. They play that shit to the T. So my whole thing is, bro, and then you gotta understand the platform. Let's look at life itself. Let's talk about YouTube real quick. I'm gonna do me. My next screen is gonna be talk about the owners of YouTube. I'm gonna talk about, like, like we always talk about Meta, right? Meta as a company, but we never talk about Alphabet Inc. We always talk about BlackRock. Fuck BlackRock. What about how we voice our opinions as Americans currently? We never talk about Alphabet Inc. That's the parent company to all this shit. Google got a parent company? A motherfucker's like, huh? What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bud. Yeah. We never talk about that. We never talk about who owns Alphabet Inc. We talk about, and they're not richer than Mark Zuckerberg. They're not richer than Elon Musk. But we never talk about the owners of the parent company. They do a great, because guess what? They control the media. They control the news. These motherfuckers is 3 generations from being foreigners. 2 generations from being foreign. And they own all the media outlets. We don't talk about them. We don't talk about how they control and decipher. This is the information I want being fed to you on a mass scale. And this is what I'm going to subsequently just bot his shit out with bot activity and make sure this guy... We got to make... Now, that's why I tell people. That's why I thank God I'm my age. Because I would have been lost my mind if I was legit thinking, man, why the fuck can I blow up? Nigga, listen. I know why I can't. Because I have mass appeal. We don't want no nigga with mass appeal. We want a motherfucker that appeal to a demographic. When you appeal to a demographic, you never gonna get no bigger. You ain't gonna get no smaller than they allow you. But you never gonna get no bigger because you appeal to a demographic. I've literally, how many folks on YouTube popping shit that actually spoke to 20,000 people in front of them, on stage, listening to them, every word, hanging on every word, versus persons just like social media pro activism or some shit like that, like where you talking to, like, one thing about it, listen, I'll tell you guys too, shout out to Starbucks. These little shits be dope as fuck. I like adding strawberry milk to it. Point is, how many people who do activism online or whatever their case may be, or reporting journalism online, how many of them actually spoke to tens of thousands of folks at one time? I'm not, and you be under the belief that only, like, for instance, there's one person in here, but there's multiple people watching. At any given time, this bitch can pump up to 30, pump back down to 0 in a heartbeat. Once again, cause it's a controlled atmosphere these people are doing. And I'm just here to speak on what's going on currently. Let's get back to the Gerard Jackson. There's been multiple cases of black guys who have white friends. And this is a nuance to me because I used to cheer those black guys from a distance. I admired them, but I didn't want to be them. I admired them to say, damn, look at that black guy with all the white friends. I used to be like going back to the club, Los Olas Boulevard. Sometimes they have that black guy, and mind you, them niggas used to be fuck niggas too. Because I remember one time I checked the white boy, his black friend try to step up. I like, cuz, listen, dog, I would hate to beat on you. Or I would hate to get beat up by you too, because I know you ain't never lived in the hood. You ready to crash about that cracker. But that cracker just bogarted me, fam. Boy, if I won't fight you with all my life, nigga, like, I would, like, I follow you home after the club type shit. My brother, fall back. But I remember those black guys, and for the most part of my life, I cheered those black guys because I said they're breaking down barriers that maybe I've never been able to, and I'm never gonna be. I'm at this point in my life, I'm never gonna be that kind of black guy because it's too late. My mind is my mind. But nevertheless, I'm what you would refer to, and I don't want to use that word, but there was a guy did a beautiful video on YouTube. He explained the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath. Psychopath was born with no empathy. Sociopath is developed by the things around them in life that could take their empathy and understanding, and it paints they paint their own understanding of the world. And I developed my own understanding of, oh, this is how this shit is, and you can't convince me otherwise. So with that said, though, I looked at these black guys from afar. I give you an example real quick. I'm gonna go off course, then I'm gonna bring that back. This guy, I gotta bring him up again because I really like this guy. This is a YouTuber. He's more than a YouTuber, but let's just call him a social media influencer. His name is Poetic Flacco. I heard his name coming up, like, but I just never knew of him. I never watched that fucking Adam 22 shit. That was always some dumb minstrel type show. So when he got his own shit and started popping his own shit, it's the way bruh talk. It's like he's a black white guy. I hate to say that shit because he's not. He truly loves being black. I don't think he's like submissive or nothing, but he's relatable. Like he can say what I can say, but I'm gonna be taken as, man, fuck nigga, he talking shit about white people. He can say the same thing, but you knew like that kind of person grew up around white people. I give you even a better example. When I worked at this upscale restaurant, there was black guys that wasn't smarter than me, didn't do nothing I did in life, accomplished what I accomplished in life. But they was able to work front of the house, certain positions front of the house, because white people can tell who grew up around them. They could tell new money versus old money, meaning that, yeah, he ain't got no money, but his parents got money. He grew up going to all white schools. I went to an all white school from first to fourth grade. Then after that, it was back to the hood I went. Which is the greatest. That's what I guess what a sociopath come in. That's what makes me great, because I was able to experience middle school. Well, middle school was Spanish and white, so you could say that was more majority Spanish and white too. So that was some shit. But it had enough black folks that we used to terrorize that bitch when them cracks got out of line. But black, as far as high school, my dad told me, shout out to my old boy, I wanted to go to this majority white school because I just knew I would be out the way. I knew I wouldn't get in no trouble. And there was enough black girls and Spanish girls that I could just be chilling. My dad say, son, you gonna stay with the niggas. You ain't going to no all nothing school. Sent me to them niggas, and I got it spelled in 6 months, bitch, 7 months. Nigga, I got him one of the biggest. I don't even got the marks on my face no more, cause I done gained my weight. But, big nigga, I got it spelled 6 months after that shit. One of the biggest fights of my life. Nigga sunk me with all these goddamn niggas. That's the beauty of America. America is listen, nobody can make it without nobody. I do feel if you allow a Tulsa to come about, Black Wall Street, we will thrive. I do feel one thing Georgia has taught me is there is love amongst black people, bro. Like, Georgia has taught me that shit, bro. Like, I could have never learned this lesson in Florida, because I used to feel, when I first got to my town, I said, damn, bitch, with all this. First of all, I liked it when I first got to my town, cause I was like, look at all these black cops. Nigga, like, I felt comfortable as fuck. Like, I wasn't gonna be racially profiled. None of that shit. Then I met a fuck nigga black cop, and that kind of had to change my mind for a little bit. But now I'm back to where I feel again, which is black people, not even talking about the cops, believe in reserving life. Because the first thing I thought was, I'm thinking from I guess a fuck nigga standpoint, a hood nigga, street nigga standpoint. I'm like, look at all these fucking woods. Look at all these hiding places. Bitch, you could get bodied out here. Bitch, you can fucking whack some shit and get away with that bitch so fucking easy. Nigga, it's extremely easy. You would never. I'm glad that the niggas in my county, I'm glad my county of people where I'm from don't have this much fucking openings and shit. Like, it ain't no place to do. Like, if you whack a bitch where I'm from, you gonna have to drive out the Everglades or some shit to hide a body or some shit. Bitch, here, bitch, you ain't gotta drive more than 300 feet to find a where a bitch won't be found for at least 2 years or a year. And I'm like, bitch, with all this murder fucking opportunity, you expect, like, motherfuckers to just be getting whacked. But niggas really do love each other, bro. Like, niggas don't want to fucking, for the most part, kill each other. They don't. I know y'all hate to hear that shit, but they don't. And I learned that lesson. I'm like, boy, these boys really got a respect for life. Because that's really what being a human and being a civilized individual is about, is respect for life. Not that you won't take a life to save your own life, but it's the fact that you cherish your own life so much that you can say, you know what? I'm going to cherish this motherfucking life. Because this is not nothing that you could give back. This is not nothing you can apologize your way to. And we're just going to be honest about this shit. This is not nothing you can serve time to fix. You can't, because you still living your motherfucking life. Though be it behind bars, you still fucking alive. It's a tooth for a tooth, tongue for a tongue, eye for eye, hand for a hand, life for a life. Not a fucking life, not 10 years for a life, not 20 years for a life. It's a fucking life for a life. That's just the reality of this shit. But man predicates law and says, well, we're going to value this life at 7 years. We're going to value this life at 15 years. We're going to value this life at 40 years. That's why they try to give little fam Luigi the fucking death penalty. Because they say this is a billionaire life. You're going to set a trend where niggas going to start killing the motherfuckers that's oppressing them. We can't let you set a precedent where motherfuckers say, oh, this is who I'm being oppressed by. I just told y'all about Alphabet Inc. And the games they play psychologically and fucking this fake ass algorithm. What happens to the smart motherfucker that say, fuck that shit? Shout out, man. Let me give a shout out to one of my dogs real quick, man. What's up, little brother? You know what I'm saying? Please don't come in on that fuck shit today. I got a feeling you fuck with me because you coming back. You feel me? You a two-time loser. That's a good thing. You a two-time offender. You know what I'm saying? You done came to my channel when all nature didn't want you to come here, but you still showed love to me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you rocking out with the realest Negro on the planet, my brother. Okay, I won't do OT. That part, man. Just I'm the type of nigga, just pull up a chair. I don't know what your vibe is, but whatever your vibe is, get on your vibe, relax, enjoy the conversation. I'm a conversationalist. Like, I kick shit. Like, when one thing for sure, let's talk about me real quick. We don't talk about this festival and shit. We're going to get back to this festival. But let's talk about me real quick. When I used to be the type of nigga used to hang around niggas and shit, like buddies and shit, I was always a conversationalist. They know Chris talk a lot. They know Chris know how to hold court. They know I'm well knowledge around a lot of topics and to speak on things, whether it be hood politics, life politics, or whatever. So people always wanted me around because I'm the life of the party. I'm going to keep the conversation going. I'm going to initiate the conversation. Then I'm going to tap out and let you niggas speak on the shit. I might bring up some shit that niggas get heated about, not trying to instigate nothing, but necessarily I'm going to bring up a talking point because everybody in a great conversationalist. So, boom, they know they look at it as fun. You feel me? It might be women. I might bring some women into the fray. And, hey, boy, look. Oh, he done brought some women into the fray. Bitch, now I got the women hanging around us. So, that made me great in connecting and building little temporary bonds and whatnot. I bring that same mindset to social media. I be like, man, pull up a chair, come vibe with a nigga. No, I don't got no platform where I'm going to be showing you pictures throughout the shit. I don't got no team working with me to put this, that. I don't got no publicist. I don't got no PR guy to say, man, this and this is inappropriate. You're going to offend these demographic. This is how you play the role of staying neutral and still being quote unquote free speech or whatever. I say what's sound of I be the same guy online that I was offline. And I'm tell you the guy that I was offline. And I say was because I don't hang around groups of Negroes no more. But I got jumped a couple times in my life. A few times. I got jumped more than any nigga should have ever been jumped. But two things about me though. I'm always gonna be who I'm gonna be, on and offline. I'm always gonna say what the hell I wanna say. And if you got a problem, bitch, you already know we gonna bump. Bitch, it's not even no question about it. And the bad part about that is you gonna get jumped because niggas know I don't like to fight. I just don't have no problem with it. I hate fighting. Bitch, fighting is gruesome. It's brutal. It's savage. It's barbaric. I don't want to fucking be that guy. I like to talk. We could, I could debate you all day, but niggas want to fight. Niggas want to assert dominance, male dominance. That's why I like watching animal channels and documentaries. Anybody be following my shit, you'll see I watch a lot of shit by animals because you can learn about a lot about humans. Motherfucker wanna when a person has been outsmarted, the first thing they say, just like it ain't even sometimes it ain't even about outsmarted. Sometimes it's also about a person just don't want to do the back and forth. A couple weeks ago there was this African guy said some very offensive things about black Americans. I was like, I would like to go debate this guy, spar this guy with verbally, but the hood nigga in me just want to beat him up. Let me just beat you up. Let's see, like, let me pull that. Who did the biggest? Let's just get right to it, bitch. Like, shout out my nigga Jameis Winston. If Jameis Winston is infamous for one time they were about to go play somebody. Jameis Winston is an NFL quarterback. God-fearing man. But he keep it 1K. Jameis Winston was like, man, sometimes you just gotta whip your dick out and see who the bigger. We ain't got, fuck all this false shit. Fuck all this damn male testosterone. Who's the dominant male in this situation? I don't got time to like brain spar you niggas and shit. Like all not every time you wanna outthink a nigga. How about let's just fight this shit out? We ain't talking about no shooting. And if it ain't about no child's and no like protecting your child or your mother or your father life or some shit like that, bitch, it's no need for gunplay. Let's just bump this shit out, nigga. And if we ain't bumping, then what we talk about? Right. So that's the type of guy I used to be. So it got me jumped a lot. Nowadays, I realize, okay, well, first of all, thank God for every nigga that ever jumped me. I know that sounds crazy. But thank God for every nigga that ever jumped me because they were scared of me. They could have killed me and just shot the shit out of me out of fear. And one nigga was going to try to do it. Matter of fact, we're going to leave that situation too because that's on whatever. Bottom line is, thank God that I never got whacked because a nigga was just scared to get out there and get beat up. So, at the end of the day, cuz, back to a point that we was making. Matter of fact, I did say I was going to read these comments. Let me read some of these comments. Remember me? Yeah, I remember. Listen. Everyone saying, nah, he going to take it like. I don't give a fuck if he take his life away. Tell, listen, no homo. But I like to see your face. Is there any way I can see your face? No homo. I don't want to see your face, bro. And I'm going to dap you up, bro. I'm going to be like this. This is where I dap niggas up. Like, if you ever watch my shit, I always do this. I'm the only nigga do this shit. You feel me? Speak sign language from the forehead. You did. Anyway, I thought you were Wyclef at first. Cookie saw? Cookie saw? Mm-hmm. On parle caca. I mean, negro parle caca. That's what you do, fuck nigga. That part, shit. Okay, I want OT. A homie from 3 Strikes. Now, 3 Strikes, you definitely right about. Jit all day. I don't even deny little bro from 3 Strikes. That my twin, boy. That my twin all day. I ain't even denying it. Shout out little fam for 3 Strikes. Me and fam gotta do a movie together. That'd be dope as shit. I ain't talking or walking. I don't even know what the fuck that mean, cuz. The fuck? Anyway, back to the last part of what I was gonna say now. Now we finna get back to the meat and potatoes of this electric festival. So a newborn baby was found dead. That's no laughing matter. There's no joke about it. Newborn baby found dead at the festival on the same weekend that this black man is hanging from a tree. There's nobody in this America that could convince me that wasn't a fucking sacrifice, bro. Sound like a sacrifice to me. They was out there doing some shady shit. And for all you black guys with all the majority white friends, check this shit out. Over the past 10 years, at least 5 or 6 people have come up missing at that festival, and all of them returned dead. This is the first black case. So I made a big point why I do feel there's parallels to this case that align with Nolan Wells. But motherfuckers is dying at this festival. Like, at what point, like, I remember, now listen, let's bring a hood shit. We used to have this shit back in the early 90s, right? That bit was called Heart of the City. Like, shout out to all South Floridians, nigga, who remember Heart of the City. I never been to Heart of the City because I was a jit. But when I was of age, they turned the name to Cafe 54. Nigga, let me tell you some shit, bro. And I'm pretty sure if you live like in a rat like Flint, Michigan, somewhere maybe in Dade, possibly in Dade, somewhere in Memphis, I'm thinking of like ultra black places. Maybe like a little town in South Carolina. Maybe y'all had a place where it was like a death trap where niggas go and they die. We had this shit called Cafe 54. I've been to Cafe 54 twice. Had a ball each time. Seen the rawest stripper I ever seen in my entire life. This bitch was like a ballerina. It's like if Simone Biles said, fuck the Olympics, let me just go script. The bitch was that talented on the pole. But think about this club, one way in, one way out. No back doors. If it was, you didn't know what a back door was. And the bad thing is, hood, it always comes down to the bouncers. The bouncers is knowing what niggas, they ain't doing no thorough checks on niggas. Now, I remember a Jamaican nigga taught me a long time ago. Nigga taught me about 18 years ago, Jamaican nigga. This is before American niggas started wearing skinnies. You know, niggas wearing, I'm talking about the baggy jeans era, like fresh off the Hot Boys, Jabot jeans, Boss jeans, Carl Kanai jeans, big baggy shit. The Jamaican niggas been wearing fucking clothes is 10 sizes down. They been wearing their little brother shit. Nigga, Jamaican niggas shop in the kids section. Bitch, you know you got the boys, the girls, the men's, and the women's. And there's always a small men's section. The Jamaican niggas shop in the boys section, shirts and pants. Only thing they probably wear that's an adult is they boxers. Outside of that, them niggas are alright. So Jamaican niggas say, man, listen, you know why we wear skinny, da-da-da-da-da? Nah, that nigga had like a 25 or some shit like that. But bottom line there, he like, nigga, he showed me how he tuck his gun. He like, bitch, when they come search me, they do this, that. They feel on my waist or whatever, pat my waist. They don't want to touch your ass like that. So they pat your waist, pat your waistline front and back. But his shit is basically tucked in his nuts, up under his nuts. And he had skinnies on. This is way back in the days, right? Jamaican niggas is the first YNs. We want to talk about the new era YNs. These niggas is basically American Jamaican niggas. These niggas been packing guns when you didn't even know these niggas were packing guns. So he say, this is how I get in the club with my gun. Now, a motherfucker that get into a nightclub with a gun, their mind is already on some other shit. Because, like, when I used to go to nightclub, I think about how many bitches I'ma fuck and pull and snatch and bring back from the club. I'm not thinking about, like, I gotta shoot a bitch in this club with all these like, you niggas ain't no nigga in the history that good at shooting. You just not gonna, some innocent victims ain't gonna get hit up. So back to Cafe 54. Cafe 54 is a different era of bouncers saying, you know what, I'm not even gonna, I don't give a fuck where you got the gun stashed. Nigga, you already done shot me such and such the dog to bring it in the club. Nigga, these niggas trying to make their money. They like, fuck this company, because most bouncers work for a company. Y'all just look at that shit like, niggas never think about How does a bouncer get paid? You probably thinking they just get paid some little extras from the club is shooting some. No, it be companies that just like a security company. They hire these niggas out. They lease these niggas out, contract, subcontract, and they say to a club, hey man, we'll provide security for y'all. So boom, these niggas getting paid a set amount of money. They money ain't about an hour or nothing, like, cause the club only gonna be open about 4 hours. They get paid by the event. A lot of these niggas is unsatisfied with what they get paid. So what do? They say, all right, well, bitch, I'm gonna make my little side money. How do a bouncer make their side money? Hey, man, listen, boy, underage. Oh, you ain't got the ID? Oh, bitch, hey, well, shit, you can't get in. Then that money talks. Okay, now you can get in. Motherfucker, oh, you got a gun on you? You definitely can't get in. Oh, but that money talk. Now you can get in. So at Cafe 54, these niggas kept getting into the little small ass clubs, like shooting fish in the barrel with they fire. And multiple niggas in the club with their gun is really a problem. One nigga in the club with a gun is a problem. Niggas that don't like each other in the club with a gun, that's real problem. So motherfucking, all of a sudden, these niggas is busting at each other in the club. Everybody getting hit. Bitch, you nigga better hit the flow. Hit the flow. Shout out Dirty. I might listen to Dirty the rest of the day. Here we is, boy. Shout out to Gump. So, damn, these niggas is, you know what I'm saying, busting at each other. It became a time in Cafe 54 where I think like 5 niggas got killed in 3 months. 3 months. That's risky as fuck. That's like one nigga get killed every 3 weeks. So if you're going to the club, imagine you going to a club with a whole bunch. It was a packed, popular club. Imagine you going to a club knowing that once every 3 weeks, you too can be that lucky prize member and get your little pine box. And so they shut down the club. They put some shit that said cease and desist. So it was like, we don't seize all activity. We seizing this club. Too much shit going down. Well, this electric festival in Michigan, you would think a bitch would have put a cease and desist. Because these bitches is dying at a disproportionate rate that it's a cause for public safety and concern. But when you don't know what these folks is doing, and I conclude this particular stream, by saying this. If you get invited to a party, you know, shout out the thirsty me. I'm gonna give a shout out to the thirsty me. When I was thirsty, these niggas who was like my superiors at a job, they made a lot of money. They would talk about mansion parties and shit. I wanted to be down like Brandy, bitch. You might as well call me Brandy. I wanted to be down like a motherfucker. I'm like, bitch, how can I was like that nigga with the lollipop in Class Act. Hey, can I be down? Can I be cool? Can I roll with you? Can I get in the backseat? Can I hang? I was like that nigga. Bitch, mansion party? All these hoes is fucking and these niggas talking about getting their dick. Oh, nigga, sign me up, please. I'll do overtime. Nigga, you ain't gotta pay me the overtime. Just bring me to the mansion party with you niggas. I want to be down. I won't tell a soul, I promise. Fucking hand like this behind my back, bitch. God is so good that them niggas never invited me. Because they used to tell me that they get same day invites. They never know the location until the actual day of the party. That way it don't get divulged. What if my little thirsty, horny ass would have went up in that mansion party and seen niggas getting their head chopped off? They're like, nigga, hey, young nigga, you gotta keep this, nigga. You gotta wear this shit, nigga. You niggas don't be knowing what you getting into trying to follow the crowd. Roses really smell like ooh, ooh, ooh. Roses really smell like ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you like to think your shit don't stink. But if you read a little bit closer, you'll see roses really smell like ooh, ooh, ooh. Everything that glitter ain't gold, my boy. Yeah, it looks all nice, bells and whistles. Nice party in the woods. We're gonna get drunk, have fun, fuck bitches. But you didn't read the fine print. Niggas are subject to get hung out here. Come at your own risk. It's like when you go to a laundromat, bitch, you dry your clothes at your own risk. You leave your clothes in the dryer or unattended, somebody steal your shit, that's at your own risk. So just know there's something going on in America where these black guys with majority white friends ain't coming back. I don't know if there's like a little TikTok kind of little shit, because I done got old now. I can't keep up with the trends. And I definitely don't can't keep up with the dark web trends. But at the end of the day, there's something going on in America where black guys with prominently white friends aren't coming back. They're going missing. So for all you friends with all majority white friends, if you come across this chat, don't say you never been warned or told. They getting you niggas out here, sacrificing you niggas for whatever religious purpose or beliefs they got, and you niggas ain't making it home. With that said, man, God bless America, my country, my beautiful, beloved country. Oh, I love you, little pussy hoe. I love you, America. I love you with all my heart. But there's something going on, and nobody talk about this Gerard Jackson shit. I never even finished telling you all the merits of how fucked up his case is, because his shit worse than Nolan Wells. They was prying into his fucking... Listen, after he was reported missing, his fucking Apple wallet was used. His Apple wallet was used. Bro, y'all gotta look into this Gerard Jackson electric fest. All the murders that happened. All the shit leading up to that. Bro, it's something going on. I'm gonna start talking about this type of shit. I'm gonna find happier things. Matter of fact, I wanna leave this song. I leave this stream with the beginning of what's about to happen in my next couple chats. Happy feelings in the air. Can you feel that happy feeling? Happy feelings in the... Niggas all happy feelings and love and joy and peace. Because I do want that. I just speak on things that them folks don't want me as with mass appeal speaking on. Respectfully.